Ladies and gentlemen and lowlives, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Emo Brown the Podcast, brought to you by the Emo Brown Media family, and also by Grasshopper. For all your medicinal, recreational cannabis needs, make sure you make that card clack, get 50% back, pop in on a Tuesday, get 30% off your whole purchase. You like joints? Do you like pre-rolls? Emo Brown's got a pre-roll. Cruise in, smoke it, do your thing, get on it. For these rainy days, I like to go to lower left, Obed. I like to go visit Theo Bobby and see what he's selling to protect me from this rain, because I'm a gremlin and I multiply when it rains. While you're there, check out Isaac Ruiz's Silk Cloud, all over the things, bro. I like to just get it all out quick, you know? Highlight all the homies. Pa, 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 pa. And then we're ready.
Give them their shine.
Look at that. I need to get that jacket because it's raining today.
Be perfect.
And I want to protect my clothes, bro. But I also want to get that hat. Oh, there's rings, bro. Every time I see this, it reminds me of
you don't wear enough rings?
Yeah, I don't wear enough rings. One, and two, that jacket, dude, looks fucking warm, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Silk Cloud. Go to silkcloud.com, type in emo30, get 30% off all of the things. Thank you, Isaac Ruiz, for always hooking us up with whatever we need. And it works both ways. We're here to help you guys with whatever. 9-5. Throw in 9-5. I talked about the homie Mike Metcalf in a while. They just did some shades, bro.
Man, I would look good in those.
Bro, he was in, I don't know where he flew to. Was it France? They flew out to make Paris, it was at Paris, right? And they did a drop out there with Raekwon. They even stuck around for a Wu-Tang show. Oh, big ups to 9-5. Barry, you are also wearing a 9-5 freaking glass of frame. Always. Brought to you by a collaborative effort by 3 Punk Hills and 9-5. Big ups to the homies. Another Chula Vista brand. Oh, we do it, man. We fuck with all the San Diego
South
brands,
Bay,
South Bay brands, Chula Vista brands. But we don't stop in the South Bay. Sometimes we venture north. And sometimes north ventures south. And that's what's happening today. Ladies and gentlemen, Hoot. If you don't know this name, keep an eye on this name. I'm not saying I have an eye for talent. I'm not saying that. But sometimes talent is so big that you just can't avoid it. Our dude, Obed Padilla, has been in the hustle for a minute. The music he puts together is next level, bro. Keeps you warm on a rainy day. We were listening to that shit before we even started. Yeah. It was keeping it nice and toasty up here in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, Obed Padilla, thank you very much, homie, for cruising down here. The uber talented over. Look at that guy sitting on the couch.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Homie,
it's a pleasure.
You look gymnastic ready. You look like you're ready to tumble.
I did my pull-ups this morning.
You did it all. You look like you were in the benches doing. I got burpees. The hair didn't.
Let's go. When we're done, we can go ahead and the.
I'm weak, bro. You know. I'm old. I at least got 20 years on you, dog. How old are you?
Good, bro. 29.
29. 15 years on him. Old as shit, dog. Obed Padilla, for those who don't know, drop a little knowledge. Let us know a little bit about yourself, and let's unwrap the talented package that is Obed, bro.
So I'm from Oceanside. I play a bunch of different instruments. I produce. I'm an artist, songwriter. Kind of have my hands in a bunch of different things.
Very much needed these days, right?
Oh, yeah. I feel like to be able to kind of, navigate and move, at least through music, like you have to have a vast knowledge, in different things. And so it's kind of just been out of necessity.
Social media being one of those things.
Social media too,
one of your strong suits, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got a super dope team, and a bunch of people who help and, are a part of it, and that's just been great. So, yeah, building that. But, yeah, the social media is, probably the most important out of anything.
Putting out your name, man, making sure people know who you are.
Yeah, bro.
That's how I first came across you. Then Theo Bobby said, hey, man, Padilla, check it out. Keep an ear out. Jumped in a little further. I was like, oh, wow.
Bobby's my guy.
Down. Yeah, he's pretty much the puppeteer. He is the man with the plan.
Yeah.
He kind of pulls all the strings with that. Hey, this is looking good right now. This looks like it might take off soon. And now he put me on game with you. And then I've been fortunate enough to be at 2 of your shows. I was the first show I saw you at was at Love Thy Neighbor, the benefit that we did for Ruben Torres and his family.
Yeah.
And subsequently, it was also Sonny Sandoval's 50th birthday.
Yeah.
You were on there, bro. You were on stage.
It was great,
doing
man.
your thing.
It was that was kind of a dream, bro, because I got to go over to the Tribal and everybody was rehearsing, so that's when I met Sonny and Marcos and all the guys, and I looked up to them, since I was a little kid. And
they're good dudes. They're very welcoming. They'll take you under your wing if they can help in any way.
For sure.
Very unassuming as well, man.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't come with that rock star mentality.
Nah,
they're not like BJ. They're not like Barry. They don't come with that rock star mentality. Things are good. How did you get into music? What was the inspiration? What was the hey? I'm 6 years old and I know I can play a guitar. I know I can do this.
So my dad's a pastor.
Okay.
And, I think a lot of kids who grew up in church, you know, were played in on the band, you know, at church. So I started playing guitar when I was like 11 years old.
All right.
And then bass and drums and, you know, kind of just got
everything.
thrown into all of that, you know. And so like since then, bro, and I'm 29 now, so it's just been that was my start.
That's what's up. So when you say daddy was a preacher man, you meant that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some of the best musicians I've ever seen or come across were in church.
Yeah.
Like, I would remember going to church, and it was boring for me, man. I was a kid. I'm not a big
Same.
fan of it, but I was just, like, did best with the time that I was there. And I would just pay attention to the people playing in the band. I was like, man, these guys get down. It's like, this is too much. This is too much for this church right now. Like, what's going on?
Led Zeppelin over there.
It's like a whole choir. They're doing it, and then the music in the background. I was like, ooh, that kept me entertained.
And there's 15 people in the seats, but the band is crazy.
There's 15 people on stage, bro. Everyone's clapping. The music is bumping. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
So you got to travel a lot?
Traveled a lot when I was younger. Yeah, kind of. That was good for me too. Like of just seeing different cultures and you know the ways different people live and you know not being assuming either of like you know this is the right way, this is the wrong way. You know,
A lot of taking notes.
Everybody has a different life and a different upbringing and grows up different. You know, and you can't really talk shit on any of it.
I mean, you can, but you'll realize you realize really quick that it's not very beneficial to your
Those
growth.
people probably look at you the same way that
Exactly,
you know,
man.
So.
I mean, those are things that I've learned as I gotten older. It's like, you gotta live your life, walk your path, and whatever comes your way, and you find as a benefit into creating whatever narrative you're trying to write for yourself, take it in, and whatever you see is not beneficial, just take it out, brother.
100%.
You were born and raised San Diego?
I was like raised here. I kind of lived in different places, like Colorado, North Carolina.
Colorado, nice.
Yeah, North Carolina, and then San Diego. I pretty much was raised here.
How old were you before you got to San Diego?
We got here when I was 13.
All right, so from 13 on here.
High school, you know, I don't really every like thing that was significant in my life that happened to me like in my youth was
Here in San Diego, and it's always been in Oceanside.
Oceanside, yeah.
Look at that, man. How does growing up in Oceanside help and contribute to your creative process, or just kind of like becoming the talent you are?
Bro, it's so many different people, like as far as like Samoans, Filipinos, Latinos.
Dude, such a melting pot, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's cool too. Like we are all kind of mix and mingle together, and everybody kind of understands everybody's culture, and I feel like it's just one of the last like great small towns in California, you know.
And it's beach life too, bro.
Yeah, beach life too. So
you surf, you skate, you did all the Oceanside things?
Surfed a lot. Surfed a lot.
Again, man, you can't judge books by their covers, especially in Southern California, especially in San Diego, because some dudes look like Barry over here, and you're like, oh, what? And then they'll look like Angel. They look like me. It's like, oh, man, you know, we kind of dabble in everything.
Yeah.
Everyone, you're a part of everything, and I feel like that's like it plays into who you become.
For sure.
Did you use Oceanside for that?
I think so, because I wasn't, at first, you know, like you grow up and like you're kind of not scared to be who you really are, but there's just everybody judges everybody, you know, and you're not comfortable in your own skin. I feel like that's just a part of youth. But then you like get out of that and you're like, damn, like I'm just gonna be me, like fuck everything else.
I truly feel that is probably something that helps artists, creatives, anybody. The sooner that you realize that, hey, I'm comfortable in my own skin, I am who I am. Like, I gets down the way I gets down, and if people like it, cool. If not, whatever. But I feel as soon as, like, an adolescent kid, like, let's just say you did that, Barry, at 13, bro. You realize that you were comfortable in your own skin. I think that's a game changer, dog.
Sure. Absolutely.
Like, I'm barely getting comfortable in my own skin as a dad. But, again, it transcends.
Yeah.
You know, you go through different eras in your life, man, and good for you, dog.
Yeah, and I feel like as an artist, that's important, too, because, I don't know, I think so many people fake the funk and then wonder why things don't work out. I think most people just appreciate authenticity and relate to that, you know? Like, damn, this fool's just being himself, regardless.
People see through it, you know? I can only speak for us, where we're from, the culture and the way we were brought up, but I feel like we have that, the third eye. Like, we can see, it's like, oh,
discernment.
That's like, this dude ain't it. You know, like, this guy ain't about it. Like, I see what he's doing, but este güey no es así, güey. The fool turns it on when people are around, you know? And if you're not, like, I feel that transcends even stronger.
For sure.
Which is why I feel like, how do you classify your music? You know, like, I don't classify people's music because it's not my art, but I just, when I listen to your music, I feel like it touches on a lot of things.
A lot of different vibes going on.
Yeah.
I grew up, like, listening to so much different music, bro. Like, and I was like sheltered growing up, so I didn't start listening to anything on the radio till I was like 12, 13, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Gwen Stefani, all that. But me and my pops used to go shopping at like thrift stores for vinyl.
Talk about that influence right there. That's got to be next level.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, AC/DC, Beach Boys, James Taylor, like
James Taylor.
You got AC/DC. You weren't that sheltered.
Nah, but that's the crazy part. It was like that's when I was like first starting to kind of be introduced into stuff. You know?
Imagine that being your introductory course to music, dog.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, no mamas, and then you go to AC/DC, like
funny
boom, boom, boom.
Me and Bobby was talking about that, like Bobby likes blues a lot, and I love the blues, and so that's kind of one of our bonding things. But yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, all that, man. So those were my first really influences, and then getting older, like Green Day,
So he classed it up. He went from Stevie Ray Vaughan to Green Day.
Nah. Like Dookie Green Day.
Ooh,
That's fire. Green Day,
love
bro.
or hate Green Day, dude.
Day.
Love them or hate them, bro. Green Day is probably one of the most influential albums to people my age and apparently to people in the 29.
I mean, clearly they had an influence on me.
Bro, I was freaking in 9th grade when Dookie came out, and I didn't know what was going on because I was always I had a weird like genre of music that I did. My style was weird, bro. I would roll to school in boots, rayon shirts, jeans, bien vaquero acá, like all fucking pseudo narco that you know it. But then my alter ego was I was in a punk band growing up. Like all my life I was in punk bands, so I would go to law shows. I would go to shows here, No Thanks Lagwagon, and Dookie came out, and I was like, oh shit, okay. I heard about Green Day before, but never really was about them. And then Dookie came out, and I was like, wow. This is it. Then everybody everywhere was all Green Day'd out, bro.
I think that's the cool thing about that is like it's punk, right?
Yep.
But it's pop.
Hella pop.
And it's so dope because so many people are like that was their introduction of like, oh, I actually like this. Like maybe other stuff is too hardcore or too much for them, but they like that. I think that's dope.
It's a starting point. It's one of those bands. It's like, okay, boom, I like what they're doing. Let me dig.
For sure.
What's behind it? Oh shit,
Op Ivy.
They're Operation Ivy style. All right, you keep digging. Minor Threat. Dead Kennedys. For me, it opened more doors because I was.
Operation Ivy is like Real Big Fish.
There it is.
And
then like No Doubt, and then all these Sublime, all these things start coming up. That's why I love music, dog.
Oh, same.
Same,
bro.
What drew you to music? Was it just that your dad? Did your dad play an instrument?
He played guitar a little bit, but really like it was just us having all these instruments around the house. That was like, but nothing forced, It was just
just
like,
there.
If you want to do it, go ahead.
Hey, mijo, there's an accordion in the corner. If you want it, handle it.
Feel free, there's a harp over here.
Damn, when are you coming up with a norteño?
Hey, we'll see, bro.
All right,
I don't know if I could do it though.
Yeah,
You just did.
You just did it, bro. I got the accordion. I'm ready to go with it, bro.
play it, baby.
Let's go.
Come on, bring
We'll
it
do
out
it
right
now.
now.
Take it easy, dog. It's raining outside.
We got
The carpal tunnel acts up when the rain is out there, bro.
Arthritis is kicking it.
Yeah, so we were talking about the classification of your music. What do you identify your music as? Like, what when you go out there?
I don't really have a genre per se.
Nice.
But I just think it's like California soul. That's what I could call it.
I see
People ask
that.
what a genre is, and it's like, even like when fools are like, oh, this fool's a rapper. Like, no, I'm not a rapper, bro. If anything, like when I do that genre or style of music, to me, it's like poetry.
I was gonna say you're more a poet than a rapper.
It's like Andre 3000 or like Most Def or that type of lane. Like those dudes are real writers. Like I don't classify them as rappers, especially nowadays. Like when people say, "Oh, I'm a rapper," it's like, okay, bro.
Andre 3000 doing like a flute tour right now or something, isn't he?
That
Isn't
was
crazy?
fire.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, forget genres, bro. If somebody can put you in a box, you're not doing it.
Exactly.
If you can be classified as something, why would you want to do that? I would not want to be classified. Oh, this guy's he's a rock. He plays rock music. Yeah. He is a rock and roller. Or this guy, he plays reggae music. He's a reggae artist. And no, man, I feel like the move is stay liquid form. I delve into all of these genres. Absolutely. Sometimes I play and as a consumer of music, as a listener of music, I would much rather listen to something that I can, I'm feeling this today. I'm feeling that today. And if the same artist can encompass and put that into one, I'm like, this is the guy who's doing it right now.
Sure.
This is the guy. I feel like I feel like I compare you to Eddie Zuko internally a lot just for the region that you guys are in and how you guys get down. But he does that too. It's like I can listen to an artist and be like, oh, cool. If I want to listen to punk rock, I got punk rock. If I want to listen to norteños, corridos, I got that.
For sure.
But where are we from? We're from California, and I feel there's a lot of, not only is it a melting pot for cultures, but music, dog. Everything, our food, our arts, everything that we live and breathe down here, you know, like there's different scenes and they all meld together.
Absolutely.
And you are a perfect representation of that.
And honestly, it's just me being myself. Like, I don't really try to be anything, you know? Like, if I want to write a country song tomorrow, I'm going to do that. I might not put it out, but I'm going to do it.
It's there.
Yeah. Like, so I think just, you know, being true to myself, that's what I could say about my genre.
Tell me about when you realized this was what you wanted to do with your life.
It's funny talking about the Green Day thing. The first time I ever, like, performed, I played When I Come Around.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I knew the guitar chords. I didn't know the solo yet, but I knew the guitar chords. And it was like this little block party at church. And like random dude hopped on the drums. There was a random fool on the bass. And I was like, oh, here are the chords, blah, blah, blah. We did it. I'm like 12 years old. And I killed that shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
And everybody was cheering. It was like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn.
Bendito sea. Yeah. En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. Get it.
But yeah, bro, after that, I was like, this is sick. Now, getting older, you know, you get into other things and you're like, I might do this or whatever. And so I had probably a long time of like a hiatus where like I still played guitar, but it wasn't my thing.
It was on the back burner.
Up until like 2016, then I went on like my first tour for like playing guitar for somebody else.
Okay.
And
so 7 years ago is when it really clicked for you.
Yeah, where I was like, oh, I can actually do this. Like I was getting paid to play guitar for these like Christian camps. Nice. And I was doing like their little worship team, you know, but I was getting paid it and I was like, oh,
worship
and you were on tour.
Bro. Damn, but I was doing the lead guitar.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like I was like, damn, I could get paid for this, like for real.
This is a thing.
And then I get back home and my boy Anthony Cruz. There was like a group of us like in Oceanside that, you know, I kind of clung to, and it was my boy John Gibbs, who's also super dope. And I started like producing and, you know, making beats and stuff for him. And then me and my boy Anthony made something. And I got my first check from Capitol Records, and it was like $500.
Boom.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh, now we really doing this. Okay. And so yeah, it just took off from there, bro.
Nice.
And that led to another tour, which led to another tour. Did that lead to like an introspective moment when you're like, okay, I could get paid for this. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
How far? Who do I have to link up with? What do I have to do for myself? How do I reinvest this check?
Well, from there, then like I started making my own music, like actually making songs. And I think I put out my first song in 2018.
2018.
The song Someone Else. And then from there, I just kept making records and, you know, making beats for people.
Staying hustling.
Selling
bro.
beats and, you know, doing different gigs and features and all that. So,
And you were telling us earlier, now it's been about 5 years that you've been independently, you know, employed, self-employed, entrepreneur, just maintaining it, living off of music.
Yeah.
How does that feel, bro?
It's cool.
It's a leap of faith, no?
I think it is a leap of faith. It's kind of surreal, but also I don't really like think about it. Like I'm just so used to it now that I'm like, oh, it's my day to day, you know.
It's clocking in.
You know, I think it's definitely made me. I don't know about if tougher is the right word, but like, I think I could stretch $1. I can handle anything.
You're resilient now.
Yeah. Like I'm stuck.
Things come your way, whatever it is, financial, you know, personal, just, you know, going through the motions of being a self-made entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know, you can hang now.
You gotta keep moving. You know, I had a long time where like things would happen and it would really affect me, and then I'm like stuck and depressed, and it's like, nah, bro, you gotta get out of that.
How do you get out of that?
Man, God, praying, like, you know,
hella religious.
I wouldn't say hella
spiritual.
I wouldn't even say religious. I'd
Hella
say more
religious.
Spiritual.
I tapped into my NorCal shit, homie. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that.
Bay Area.
¿Qué pedo? Do you tap into your spiritual side?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Bro. I think that's like a huge part of my life. You know, I think we all like have things that we wrestle and struggle with, and
life,
and we all relate to certain things, you know, and I think those things are important. Like how we were talking earlier about drugs and, you know, different stuff. Like that's just, it's normal. But people put such a taboo label on it where it's like, bro, this is just life.
These are struggles.
Yeah.
These are obstacles. You either overcome them or you become them, you know?
And like when you overcome them, like I don't think it's nothing embarrassing to talk about.
Al contrario. You know, it's like, look what I was going through and look where I'm at now. Boom. You know, it's like, I went through that. You know, it's like I didn't let it be. Hey, you got to clip that shit. Right? Because I like the part when I said, you overcome it or you become it, dog.
Yeah, no, that was
I'm going to put that shit in a fucking card and send it to all the family for Christmas.
Emo Brown bumper stickers coming to you.
But it's real, man, because all of us here, Angel, BJ, myself included, yourself, we all deal with daily struggles. We all deal with obstacles that come in front of our path. And it's either like, I'm very guilty sometimes, just let it overcoming me. Sure. And I'm like, God, no mames, dog. I'm going to be stuck here all day just like dwelling on this problem, how to like Rubik's Cube my way out of this problem. Or you say, okay, you know what? Face forward, head first. Let's handle. Let's keep it moving, bro.
Nah, definitely.
You got to apply that shit, Barry. Don't be scared to be a successful man, dog.
That's so terrifying, though.
Don't be fucking
but
scared.
also, like, as men, like, we don't talk about it either.
At all.
You keep it to yourself, you know? And, that's so important to have people around you that you can just be yourself and be like, hey, bro, I'm kind of going through it right now.
That's recent, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's recent.
For
Before,
sure.
like, I grew up with my parents. Fortunately, knock on wood, I have a very privileged upbringing.
Yeah.
Both of my parents are still in love, still together.
No, same.
You know, all of them, my grandparents, everybody that I was around was married and together and happy. So I was raised in that environment. And in turn, now as a parent, I'm raising my children in the same environment. Wifey and I married 18 years now, been together for 20 some odd years. You know what I'm saying? My parents are still together. Her parents are still together. Yeah. So my parents have that infrastructure built into them now. You know, the only thing I want to switch and adjust or tweak is I always felt, and it was never said, but you couldn't feel as a dude. You couldn't like, you know, let your feelings out, let your emotions out. And not to get all like, you know, in our feels or sappy, but it's true. This is very new. Like it's a very new idea for us, especially of our demographic, you know, cultural background, you know, and
you
talk
Mexican,
about it.
Bro.
You don't talk about that shit.
Machismo and all that.
Cállate los hocico, mijo. Agarra una tequilita, tómalo, ya, ahí muere. You know, wake up and get at it. Yeah, and it's true, dog. And I've realized now, the older I am, that, you know, there's real deal problems. Yeah. You know, there's businesses you got to maintain. There's family dynamics you got to work through. There's just issues that you got to use. And I feel you have a platform, and you do, where you can put that kind of message out.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think I do that with even just, you know, my art.
Indeed.
That's why I bring it up. It's just like it all goes together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like a puzzle.
Definitely.
And I feel you feel complete the more and more you discover about yourself and what works around you. Putting that piece together is like, like, you know how you feel when you complete that little jigsaw puzzle. You know, you look back, you're all done. It's like, oh shit,
that breath.
It's like that felt good. Imagine having the tools to put the pieces together in your life, in your body, in your dynamic, in your, you know, in your demographic.
Oh, imagine if this shit came with an instruction manual.
No, bro, no, it'd be too easy. But that's why we need different people in our circle around us. You know, like, you know, you're on the way up, dog. Your trajectory is going up, dog.
It is, man, and it's
Does that scare you?
I don't know if it's scared, but like I'm so used to being by myself. So that's the whole thing, is like my social battery should be dying sometimes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, if anything, it's an adjustment. But now I'm not scared of it, you know. I asked for it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you chose to do this.
This is what you wanted.
How are you gonna complain about it now?
You'd be surprised. I know some guys. Oh, I want this. They get it. They're like, damn, I don't want this. You know, like this is too much. And you know, to each their own.
That's okay too.
Yeah,
you know?
To each their own.
As long as you're honest with yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro.
So much wisdom in that hair. So much wisdom in that.
Why is beyond his whiskers?
I'm like Samson.
Todo mi poder está en mi greña. Look at you, bro. What is your background? You mentioned Mexican. Is it
Mexican and Costa Rican?
All right, cool. Very nice, man.
My mom's from Guadalajara, and then my dad's from Costa Rica.
Very nice.
Yeah, bro.
My mama's from Guadalajara.
Oh,
we
really?
probably related down there somewhere.
Bro.
If we go far, dude, I did our ancestry, and I talked to so many people over, and it's like boom, boom, boom. You keep going back, it's like we're probably related. You know, we're probably got family in the same little.
Does your family over there ask you for money?
My family over there?
Like, yeah.
Anywhere? They asking the wrong motherfucker if they looking for money. Like
He's asking them.
I give unsolicited advice. That's the only thing I have a plethora of. You want a joke? I'll crack one. You want to be shit on? I got you there too. But money, thank God, nobody asks. They're asking the wrong guy. They're gonna be asking you for money, dog. You're asking you for money. Tell me about your first show on stage when it was like, wow, the feedback that I'm getting from the crowd is energetic, and I can become addicted to this.
I went on tour with this dude Hojin.
Okay.
I mean, they sold out the whole West Coast tour, and then after they were like, "Hey, we need an opener. Do you want to come?" So I just got to go on and they sold out. I didn't have to sell tickets or nothing.
Hell yeah.
So we played.
She was already sold out, and you just showed up and played.
And I was just like, cool. So me and my boys, we all went, and then I played 2 nights in San Francisco at Cafe du Nord.
Cafe du Nord. Yeah.
Was there the first night, man. It was packed. Everything was like perfect. All my homies from San Francisco were there, and like I killed that shit, and everybody was going crazy. And I was like, damn, this is what it feels to be like I was in the groove, like the flow of it, you know. If anything, that was the part. It wasn't even like the crowd. Like that stuff is cool, but it's more so like, oh, I mastered this thing right now. Like I did this perfectly. I completed it. It's more so that. But that was the one.
Like you see musicians sometimes on stage with their eyes closed, looking up. They're obviously playing their music. They're playing to the crowd, but it could be alone. In the dark, nobody watching, and that musician will probably be doing his thing.
Yeah.
When you're in the zone and you find that, I call it like hitting the barrel of the bat. When you hit the barrel of the bat, it just sounds different. It goes further. When you play in golf and you hit it in the sweet spot, it just takes off.
Yeah.
When you're on stage, I'm assuming, and you're doing that thing, and you're singing, and you're playing, and the groove and the vibe is just there, you're probably just like, I believe the surfers call it the blue room, Obed. I believe it's referred to as the blue room, Obed.
Look at this guy.
Barrel?
In the barrel, dog.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's what you're chasing. That's the drug. That's the feeling.
I think so, yeah. If anything, it's the feeling of people relating to something and being moved by it. That's more so, I guess, what the chase is. Of like wanting to be heard and wanting other people to feel understood. Because most people, I don't know, I won't say most people, but some people, they can't put whatever they're feeling or into words. That's why we all listen to music.
That's
like
exactly.
Oh, that's exactly how I feel. That's the song I just listened to. Damn, that's me.
We're social animals. We're humans.
Yeah.
We are constantly looking for things to connect to relate to. Just like, oh, you know what? That dude, I'm feeling what that guy just said. I can't say it because I don't have that skill, but what Barry just said, that's what I'm feeling, and I need to hang out with him more, you know?
For sure.
And that's healthy.
Yeah. Definitely.
That is very healthy.
Definitely.
What motivates you? What goes into writing a song for you? The creative process.
Lately, it's been like my family, my struggles with God, my just struggles in life. I don't know.
Tell me about your struggles.
Getting older and figuring things out, and like what it really means to be a man, like the actual definition, not what society tells you. Like,
what do you think is
what?
a man?
Yeah, like what does being a man look like to you? Like that's what inspires me right now.
What does being a man look like to you right now at the age of 29?
Taking care of business, like doing what you're supposed to be doing. Most people know what they're supposed to be doing.
We're scared to do it, though.
You know when you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing. So what is that? The opposite of that.
That usually feels the best, though.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but you don't want that.
No.
You don't want that short-lived, like dopamine run. You want that
That's
long
resistance.
Yeah,
That's resistance to your
you want
goal.
that. And you know what? It sounds weird because now we're talking about something completely different. But the older you get, this is what happens, bro. You know, what is it to be a man? What is it to be an adult? What is it to be responsible? What is it to have priorities and actually answering the bell? You know,
Yeah.
And you're doing that.
And not to get all serious.
Well,
and,
get
you know
serious,
what I mean?
fool.
But it's just that's just what I'm me right now. You know? So
You're a serious guy with a creative background, and I can see that little smirk on your face
yeah,
too.
bro, because I be
You know?
goofing off.
You're on some
bro.
payaso shit too, homie. You're on
off.
some, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody without any layers, bro. I want to be an onion. I want to make you cry. I want to, satisfy like whatever need you need. I want to be an onion that has all of the layers and just, touches in on everything.
I want to be a grape.
Why?
Smooth on the outside,
You want to get stomped on.
soft and sweet on the inside.
Barry, that is another Hallmark card. That's a weird ass grape, fool. Barry the grape.
Yummy ass grapes, dude.
The cotton candy ones, the green ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are fire.
What? There's cotton candy grapes?
Oh, what?
Those are the best ones.
They're
Dude, it freaks me out. The scientists have created a seedless watermelon. How does that happen? Jeez.
Sometimes you still find seeds in there. I don't believe in it.
I don't want to know.
Who's taking them out?
The creative process goes from whatever you're going through, whatever struggle, whatever high, whatever low.
Yeah.
When you have your addiction, when you were in your addiction, how long was that period of your life?
Man, probably since I started when I was a little kid. Like
Okay.
the first time I ever touched anything was opiates.
Okay.
Like these little Tylenol, like codeine pills.
Okay.
Because I growing up, I was sick. Like I have a condition called Fabry. It's a lack of enzymes in my body. So like my hands and feet were they would always be burning. And sometimes I couldn't move them.
Well,
Sixth grade, I didn't go to school.
Damn.
I was just at home. So, I was 10 or 11 years old. That was the first time I ever tried anything. And I was like, oh, I like this. This is tight.
My hands feel great.
Yeah, I feel great. But from there, you just get older and you get into different things and then you find cough syrup and all kinds of stuff, and And
No, I don't know Obed. I never found cough syrup. Actually, I did, but we'll get on that. But it's true though, right? All right.
But it's been like I wouldn't say ongoing process, but like just getting older. You get into more things and you have more access to things and you have more money and people are around who offer you things and.
Again, it goes back to becoming a man, dog. It goes back to realizing what is right and wrong with your life.
Yeah.
What is working for me? What is not? I gotta get rid of that. I can't be around these people that are, just like yes people or people who are just guiding me down the wrong path,
For sure.
You got to step up.
An experience and a lifestyle, like you can experience all sorts of shit and that's what's going to make you who you are on the other side of it. But once it becomes a lifestyle, that's when people either go up or down,
Definitely.
Do you have a moment? Did you have like that quote unquote that rock bottom moment where you realize, yo, this ain't it. I obviously have a talent in my hands. I have a gift that I could potentially be throwing away by venturing down this path.
Yeah, I was trying to pick up from this dude that I knew from high school, and he was selling like I don't know, like Percocets or whatever. And I'm like, hey bro, like let me get 2 of those, blah blah blah. I hit him. He's like, cool, meet me at the show. I go over to the show. He's like, I'm like, yo, where you at? Nobody's there. He's like, you're at the wrong show. As soon as he said that, I was like, bro, you're tripping right now. Nope, go to the different one. It's right up the road. There's 2 dudes waiting for me right there. And they come up to my car and they're like, hey, you're Obed, right? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, all right, here's the stuff. They gives me a little black bag. I was like, I can open it, right? I open it and it's like Tylenol and Advil. And I'm like, this isn't what I was trying to get. Gave it back to him. Dude's like, oh, my bad, bro. Goes back to his backpack, comes back, gives me another different bag. And I open it. I was like, this ain't the same. This fool reaches in my car, tries to grab the $100 bill. I'm like, oh, everything's like slow now, bro. I like put the car in reverse. This fool's like reaching in here and like trying to grab a knife. I'm reversing as this fool's doing it. I like kind of push him out a little and his arm comes out and I like put the window up and then I just skirt out of there, bro. I cried all the way home. I was like, dude, I can't be doing this. Like, that was probably the worst.
That's a hard sense of like a slap in the face of reality, but you needed it, I guess.
Yo, for sure. I mean, I still did a little bullshit after that, but that was probably like one of the big moments where I was like, dude, like, you're going to die.
You're gonna die, fool. At a shell.
Stupid.
Yeah. Hey, good on you for not only like realizing that that's a wake up call.
Yeah.
But like also like, all right, I got to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I've never
also
had
for
that,
owning up and like still like being open about that. A lot of people have that experience but won't share that, so nobody else can learn from it.
Yeah.
We all got stories like that. We all got experiences like that. I mean, it's
and even if it's not like that, even if
it could
it's
be
a
anything.
different part
For sure.
of your life.
Yeah.
But that was
do you venture in any of these extracurriculars anymore? I was asking you earlier, do you feel that it's ever helped you in writing?
Oh, it definitely helped.
Did it really?
Yeah, like I've done like Adderall and different stuff, and like I'll lock in, but it's just after, like I feel terrible, It's like that serotonin or your dopamine.
It's that guilty pleasure, huh?
Drains it and it's depleted, and then now it takes a week to recover to get back. Like to me, it's just not worth it no more.
Barry, you're a musician. Have you ever ventured down that path?
I mean, not really. I smoke weed.
Yeah. But
I don't feel like it helps or hinders in any way. I think it's just kind of like Willie Nelson does it. But no. I feel like if you're like a creative and like naturally talented like you are, like when you do that shit, you feel like you're cheating yourself because you're like, I can do this without it. Like this.
Yeah.
The music is me. The music isn't these things.
I think it's because it's easier.
Yeah.
You're like, you have no worries. You have no inhibitions. Like you're cool.
You're open.
Yeah. Like you're just like, damn.
You're transparent, bro.
About nothing.
Let it go. Yeah.
And after you start tripping.
And then you're like, the lights are moving.
What have I learned? I've learned that I'm not reaching out to my high school buddies for Percocets anymore. Never have, never will.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a little bit of something like just to get the creative juices flowing is good, but like.
What helps you right now?
Honestly,
strictly weed?
No, fucking like alone time, quiet. Because like I started a family, like there is no alone time anymore. And like that's when I got all my best work done. Like sitting in my room at my parents' house, being like, "Fuck my mom and dad," But now it's
damn,
like
you play the guitar weird, dog. Dude,
that was a ukulele, dude. I used to play ukulele.
It's like you're strumming a violin, dude.
Yeah, I was really mad violinist. But yeah, now it's just like if I can get some spice to myself, like that's really where my brain just like goes. But if I'm around family, it's just family mode.
What's next for you, Obed?
We're doing the Chrome Ball tour.
Hey,
Oceanside Amphitheater.
Felicidades.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
That is a come up. Yeah. One, Let me take this opportunity. Look at this down-ass hat, Angel.
Yeah, baby.
SDFC is coming to San Diego, and they're linking up with local talents, and it was only a matter of time before you guys like had a train head-on collision course,
sure.
and now you guys are linking up where?
At the Oceanside Amphitheater, January 27th.
Heck yeah, bro.
From 12 to 8.
Mm-hmm,
But we're performing in the evening.
What is this whole collab about?
I think that they're just trying to get, together with the city and all the different cities in San Diego and just have everybody, really get behind the team. And to me, it's dope because I don't think anybody's ever really done that.
Nope.
Like,
They have not,
really
bro.
the Padres,
No.
Chargers when they were here, nobody.
I think this club, for those who don't know, it's a football club, a soccer club. They're doing it a little bit different.
Yeah.
They're legitimately delving into the trenches of the community and reaching out to every hood, every city within the county, everything in San Diego that makes up the component. And they're just staking their flag in the ground and saying,
and
this
it's
is
the
us.
MLS. That's so tight.
I've been wanting MLS here forever since I was little, bro. And now we finally have it. I'm like, I feel happy that we know the people who are involved that are doing it. I'm excited for people that I know, like you, talents, creators, our artists, musicians that are linking up with them and doing them. It's like, I feel like I'm just like, I got front row seats to see everything. I'm like, nice. It's nice to see somebody like you hooking up with them. It's good to see a guy like Ricardo, because he jumped over from the Loyal, taking the realm and just doing it, taking it at the helm rather, and just leading this club to the future of San Diego, bro.
Sure.
Dude, you're putting on for the city.
Nah, definitely.
Pretty much. Like, there's no other way to put it now.
It feels great to, represent, and even to have people, bring out my name. Like, Bobby from Tribal. Like, he was like, yeah, you guys are doing Oceanside? Obed. Like, that's, I don't know, I'm honored.
Let's take this opportunity to say thank you, Theo Bobby, for putting on for all of us down here. He's always looking out for us, bro. Get your bike rides back in order, Theo Bobby. He got me all excited, and a few bike rides went up there, and then all of a sudden, took off, went on his vacations.
And go today. It's raining.
No, man. Just, bro, I don't do anything in the rain. I was just looking at I got a bunch of emails. Oh, we're canceling this. Oh, we're canceling that. Yep. Cool with me?
Emo Brown Crew went on Sunday in the rain. I was like, you guys are crazy.
Oh, man. What do you do to let your hair down? What do you do to relax?
Video games.
All right.
Yeah.
Does that hair come down?
The hair does come down.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. Video games. I don't know. I like movies a lot. Chilling with the homies.
Just
At
downtime.
the beach. Yeah. A lot of alone time.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of, I need my space. Time to me.
You kids in your space. You kids in your space. I got 3 kids, homie. I got no space, fool.
Yeah.
Shit, man. 0 space. But then you get used to that. I get sad now when my family's gone. Like when they're at school and wifey's doing her thing, that bums me out. Like every now and then, wifey will take the kids and they'll go to visit her sister in Utah. So I stay home, and it's just for a few days. But I legit, bro. I'll melt into the fucking couch, and super dramatic. I was watching. I was watching TV, but the TV was off. I spent hours just kind of zoned out, just like this, like living in an alternative world. Like, what would I do if I didn't
back
have?
at the man in the mirror.
Like, what would I do if I didn't have a family, dog? Like, what was I do? I was not happy. I started smoking. I was like, I gotta get out of here, dude.
Homie, you start thinking like that. Just I'll be right there.
This was before we were homies.
Fuck, dude.
I told everybody yeah, I'm gonna hang out at home. I'm gonna get some alone time, re-energize these batteries.
There with a blanket.
Dude, I was just
can't
sitting.
be alone, bro.
I can't. I really can't, dog. I've been an integral part of my family dynamic. I've been a pillar of my family dynamic for so long that if you remove everything that's around me like that, I'm useless, bro. Like I was like, what do I do?
But then all that falls apart too.
Yeah.
But that's part of that. How we were talking about being a man. That's one of the things I'm learning. Like, I have the ability I can be really selfish, and it takes some selfishness to elevate and get to certain places. And that's one of those sacrifices. But also, it's people. You should be able to balance things. And that's one thing I'm learning is being a man is also balance and handling your shit, bro. If I had a family, bro, don't be a piece of shit and not be there for your family. That's crazy.
Worst scared. The worst fear for me rather is having somebody else raise my family. I even hate fucking putting it out there. I hate throwing that out into the atmosphere. But for me, my biggest fear is okay, now somebody else got to raise my family. It's oof, dude. I would just have a.
I feel like that Aerosmith song, dude. I just don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss a thing.
The
from that movie Armageddon.
No. Or not? It's the.
Damn, I was about to shit on
singing
Aerosmith,
that about
but
his
Obed
daughter,
jumped in.
right? And she was in the movie. That's
What's his
kind of
name?
weird.
Todd Rundgren, I think. Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me.
Yeah, take me down the path. Take me down the path.
Him and Steven Tyler, I think, had the same daughter. It was somebody's daughter, but it wasn't. and one of them raised it, and that's what that song was about.
Oh no way!
Yeah, Liv Tyler.
Hey.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't remember.
Fucking
You know what? Don't quote me. That's
Nah,
crazy.
I'm quoting you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emo Brown proudly presents Obed's Tales Behind
Quotations with
Rockstars.
Obed.
Who raised Liv Tyler?
But no, I mean,
I love all you. Don't. I didn't say nothing crazy.
Hey, does cancel culture bother you? Is that something that
Oh,
you?
it pisses me off.
Yeah, but is it something that you try to like? Do you live your life differently because of it?
I used to post a lot on the like on Twitter, like, but I just don't. There's no proper way to talk about anything over the internet. Like there's no context. You don't know people how they're speaking to you. Like I could tell you something right now that maybe it wouldn't piss you off if I wrote it, but it would piss you off in person.
Yeah, I feel you. There's no inflection. You gotta. What's the meaning behind these words?
Yeah.
How are you talking to me? What is the context of this conversation?
Exactly. So yeah, and I just think people are allowed to have their own opinions, whether
Always.
that's wrong or now. There's consequences to what you say, but you should be allowed to say anything you want. That's just,
Hey, freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
say whatever you want,
but
there's going to be a reaction.
There's
and
always
there's going to be a
consequences.
consequence of what you said, whether you like it or not, man. And yeah, fuck that's.
But the cancel culture, that's a very like your shit don't stink. That's how I look at it. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's on some pedestal shit. Looking
Yeah.
down at other people, like, oh, that motherfucker said that. Oh, look at how he's doing this,
Yeah.
and oh, yeah.
I feel like it's kind of caught on too that's like the people that are out there canceling people are not the people that are supporting people anyway. It's like you got canceled,
Yeah.
but you weren't buying my tickets anyway.
I think it's the thing too of it's like the smallest group of people who have the loudest voice like on the internet. You know, they're just louder than everybody else because everybody else just living their life. People don't care if you did some dumb shit. You know,
we all do dumb shit.
Yeah, like most people
That's
are like,
life.
oh, that sucks, whatever. But then you have this small group of people who like don't do shit with their lives, but they're just tweeting all day. Oh, so and so did this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, all right, bro.
You spend a lot of time on the internet.
I try not to.
You just check the boxes of whatever you need to do, get accomplished,
I
promote.
try to like, when people like comment and I try to, talk to people and read messages and stuff like that, especially now,
Do you have to like set time aside for that? Because I'm assuming your inbox is probably intimidating. His is fucking crazy. I'm like, oh no, thank you.
Oh, it's super intimidating, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and if I start, I won't stop.
Yeah.
That's the part. Like,
It's like flaming hot Cheetos, bro. Once you have that first flaming hot Cheeto, it's like you just can't stop. Once you
I
open
Eat
it,
it till the roof of my
did a
mouth is
campaign
cut
with
open.
them.
y'all did it.
Yeah.
I saw that. Eating some hot Funyuns.
Yeah.
Some people have segues. Go ahead.
Nah, shout out Flaming Hot.
Boom.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
They booked me to do this campaign for them where I kind of like taught songwriting and music and it was cool. We used the homie Joey's studio, Joey Bradford. He plays guitar in the Used,
Nice.
and so he let me use the studio and we filmed it all in there and it was sick.
Look at that, dog. That got us one step closer to the youth.
Meg
Hell
the
yeah.
Stallion was like the main person.
What?
Like, if you go on the website, it's like Meg the Stallion and a bunch of other people, and then my little face right there.
I fuck with flaming hot Cheetos more now.
yeah, right.
I'm about to go pick some
I did
Funyuns on my way
before,
home.
but now, bro,
Now all in, bro. Lemon and everything. You know what? A little bonus tip for all of you that don't really fuck with flaming hot Cheetos.
cream cheese,
Sour cream.
sour cream.
Yeah, dog. Dip that flaming hot into sour cream, and you too can have a physique just like this, bro. They're so good, though.
I gotta try it, bro. I've done the cream cheese. Cream cheese is fire.
I haven't tried the cream cheese.
never done
No,
the
Do
sour
you guys
cream.
fuck with the limon though?
Oh,
no,
No.
I don't.
So you got to add your
lemon.
own.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
like,
that
the
bag
premium.
shit
Yeah.
is like,
yeah. As soon as
tastes
you
like
said the
soap.
limon, I got you.
That
I was like,
limon.
no, I don't want it already
Limon,
on
limon.
You've had
Yeah.
the extra hot one, the black bag,
there. Brother. What?
Nitro or whatever.
the black bag. It's the black. But yeah, the black bag of Flamin'
Shit,
Hot,
homie,
bro.
last time you fuck with a black bag, they try to take your seatbelt off, bro. You gotta learn. Stop
I don't know, bro. Say something about black bags. You can't see nothing. I don't know, dog.
What's in that bag?
That seems to be a
What's
a
in the
style
box?
here.
What's in the box? And I've never even seen the black bag, fool.
Yeah, that it's like it's like extra Flamin' Hot.
Yeah?
It's hot, but it's so good.
Dude, my bag consists of, I put it in a bowl, I squeeze a bunch of lemon, I put some chamoy on top, and then some Valentin, and then
there
more
you go.
lemon, and then
Yeah.
and then I start eating it either with like a fork or a spoon, because now it's cornflakes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's cereal. It's so soupy, dog.
You got the crunch and the sauce.
Gotta eat 'em before they get
Pero,
soggy.
dog,
Yeah.
You gotta have the different dynamics in your mouth exploding,
Hell yeah.
bro.
I'm about to all that. Let's do it.
What other shows you got coming up, bro? I want to go see more of you. I know you got.
B-side.
I'm not going Oceanside. That's far right now.
Nah, I know it's all good.
What else
Don't
you got
even
here
trip,
close
bro.
to me?
Opening up for the B-side players.
I wanted to hear that. Go ahead.
February 2nd at the Music Box.
February 2nd at the Music
All
Box,
right, got
bro.
you on the list, so don't even worry about it.
Oh, man, I don't like being on a list.
Nah, I guess
But
He's on a couple.
No, let's do this. Since let's buy tickets And let's see if we can do a giveaway for everybody in the social club.
Oh, we doing a trivia question?
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. You know, we'll put it out the Obed interview, and then we'll see if we can pick up a nice little something, you know, in the cut.
Like it.
Ask them and see if we can give away 2 tickets to that show.
That'd be dope.
I'm down to go, man. February 2nd at the Music Box with the B-side players. Yeah. They're on their 30-year anniversary right now, bro. Right? That's what's going on. Yep. I reached out to Carlos yesterday and say, hey, bro, we got to get you back on the podcast and kind of go over, you know, what's coming up.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I saw it, like you were on, I was like, woo, let's go, man. That's gonna be it. Have you ever played there before?
I've played there for other people. My boy John Gives.
Okay.
We opened for, I think it was Madlib.
Okay.
And so he did a set there. But yeah, that's a great venue. It's super dope.
Local bands that you look to, inspired, or want to tour with, or want to collab with, or want to do anything with.
I mean, obviously Zuko. Zuko's super dope. There's a bunch of artists in Oceanside. My boy John Gives, Ryan Manalili, Holy Rainbow Club. Those are like the homies.
All talents, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like it's funny though. Like San Diego, I feel like it's very, I won't say divided, but like Oceanside is an Oceanside.
Okay.
San Diego is San Diego. You know, so it's, I don't know how many artists are. I don't even know a bunch of artists like that. You know, but if you're out there,
reach
hit me
out.
up. Yeah.
When you're not writing music for yourself, you're producing music for other artists?
Yeah, producing records and writing and yeah.
Different hat that you wear, or do you approach that project with the same aspirations as if you're writing for yourself?
It feels different,
Well,
but it's almost the same thing, you know. Because when I make my music, like I'll sit there and I make all the actual music to it, you know, the drums, bass, everything, and then write to it.
Very
so
nice.
basically, I'm just doing the first part for other people.
What kind of message do you have for an up and coming musician? You know, an Obed of 7 years ago, an Obed of 5 years ago, before you went all in and this became your full-time job. What kind of message or advice do you have for those up and coming musicians?
I think if you're like starting out, like just lock yourself in your room and do it. Like don't post nothing. Like do it for a whole year and see if you even like want to do this. Because I think that's the thing is like people like the idea of it, the lights and the glamour and all that, but it's really not that. It's a grind. So it's like if you actually want to do this, then you'll stick with it,
Passion projects are different, man.
Yeah.
When you're doing something that's driven by passion, forget the money.
And purpose,
Yeah,
Purpose
it's like,
too.
what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Like why do I want to go on tour? Why do I want to put my music out? And there's something inside you that's driving you to do that.
Sure.
And if you don't got that, don't do it, man.
Yeah.
Because you're going to quickly realize, like,
In anything,
oh, shit.
you know?
In anything in life, bro. It could be whatever you want to do. But as soon as you realize, oh, shit, this wasn't really what I was looking forward to.
And you wasted time, money, all kinds of stuff.
Ultimate goal for Obed Padilla. What are you looking for? What in 15 years? Fuck, in 5 years, dog. What is it that you want to see yourself in?
Bro, I just want to be the best and be recognized, by my peers as, being great. Not just good, great.
What if I told you that's already happening?
That's a beautiful thing.
Good on you, bro.
Maybe I have to catch up to that. I don't know.
You more than likely, bro. Because then when you're in it, when you're in the eye of the storm, it's calm.
Yeah, you don't see
everything that's going on around
picture.
you. You're hustling. You're in your groove.
Yeah,
you're doing your thing. You're chasing your dream. You're manifesting your dream.
For sure.
You're in your passion project. You're doing what makes you happy. It's like when you take a step back and realize, oh shit,
Yeah, like
I was in this hustle for a long time, getting to where I am now.
Yeah.
Doing the work.
Yeah.
Everybody says passion, everybody says dream, but everybody leaves out that big word, the four-letter word that everybody's afraid of. Work.
Well, and that's the whole thing of like lock yourself in your room and do it, Like that's what's important. Everything else is a plus. Like it's nice, but that's the most important thing.
Damn, so wholesome. Look at this guy, dog. Not just a pretty hairline. All the things, bro. What else you got for us before we dip out on this episode, sir?
Hey man, I want to thank you for having me.
Never
bro.
thank me, homie. We whatever you need from us, we got you.
No, same
Yeah,
here,
thanks
bro.
for
Whatever
Same
you need
here.
from us, bro, we got
Same
you.
here. It was a great time. It's dope.
February 2nd, the Music Box.
Music Box. I'm gonna see you guys there.
Let's load that
And
show
then
up,
if
bro.
you're in Oceanside, January 27th at the Oceanside Amphitheater, that one's gonna be. That's the
bro.
hometown one.
That's huge.
Yeah.
You ready for that?
I think so.
Yeah.
We got the whole band.
What's
we
up?
got, it's gonna be dope.
Woo,
I'm excited.
shit, look
bro.
at your face getting all lit up for
excited,
that
dog.
one,
I'm
dog.
excited. I've never played there at the Oceanside Amphitheater, and like I feel like they don't really do shows there. So for us to be there is gonna be insane.
This
About
is
to be
everything
your
right there.
show.
This is
Yeah,
the one.
That's
dog.
the hometown one.
This is the one.
Shit, we should take the train.
I was gonna say we might have to go to Oceanside, fool.
hop on that train.
I
Let's
just saw
go.
how excited he is about playing. I was like, fuck, I should go out there. We should go out there and just.
It'd be like playing
$11, $11 back and forth, baby.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, for the Amtrak, for the what is it?
The coaster.
Yeah, the coaster.
Fuck, it is like playing the Coors Amphitheater. Dog.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll tell that story
the
a different
one.
day. But I almost vomited, and why I don't hate. Why I do. I
you
don't
do
like
hate
Green Day. Why I don't like Green Day for a different day.
Ah,
For a
yeah,
different
para la
day.
otra.
I don't want to ruin your
Check the
inspirational
backlogs. It's
Green
in
Day.
there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Obed Padilla. Thank you, brother, for cruising through, dog.
Thank you,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
All love, bro.